Okay, let's show you how to do a 3-2-1 article. So once you're in Google Classroom, go to classwork. Let's show you how to do 3-2-1 article number 2. And so if you open up number 2, you should see a document just for you. And so we're going to open that up. And there are going to be 3 boxes. The first box is the 3 things you learned. So you're going to read the article and summarize 3 important things that you found out. Of course, you can do more than 3, so the more you do, the better. Then we have a 2 box. The 2 are 2 direct quotations that the author wrote that you found very nicely written that it's hard to change into your own words. So we're going to do 2 direct quotations. And then 1 question for the author. Lastly, I'll show you how to do the MLA citation. For article number 2, I gave you 3 possible choices, 1 on Stonehenge, 1 on Panda Diet, and 1 on Mars Mission. So you can choose one of these. Or if there's a topic that you particularly want, you can go and find your own article. Just make sure you use a reliable source. Here are some examples of reliable sources you can do. So if you want to do black holes, you can type in black holes, National Geographic, or black holes, New York Times, and see what shows up. So let's do the Panda Diet one. So I'm going to open up the Panda Diet. And this article is all about how they were studying what pandas really eat. And it's more than just all bamboo. So the first part is to find 3 things that are interesting. So as you read through it, let's say you found this one, this part right here, okay? And it talks about how the nutrient profile of a panda's diet is very high in protein, but low in carbohydrates. So over here, I will put the pandas all bamboo diet. Bamboo diet is high in protein but low in carbohydrates. Now, you want to make sure that you give the author credit for this information. And the author is Ed Yong. So the last name is Y-O-N-G. So I'm going to put Y-O-N-G here in parentheses with a period. After this one, I want you to find more information about the panda's diet that you get from the article using the author's last name. The second part I'm going to show you is how to do the direct quotations. So let's say you're reading it and you find a particular quotation that was really good. And I found this one sentence here that was very specific. Yeah? And it talks about how most of it comes from protein, some of it comes from carbohydrates, and very little of it comes from fat. And so let's say it's hard for me to put that in my own words, so I want to use this whole sentence as is. So I'm going to copy this time. And I'm going to paste it here. And notice how I put quotation marks at the beginning and end of that. And that means that I did not write this sentence, the author wrote it. And so I need to make sure that I give proper credits. So I will still put the author's last name and the period. Notice how I took away this period right here, because this is one whole sentence right there. And even though I used that sentence from the author, I still need to explain in my own words. And it actually kind of matches the one up there. So the panda's diet is mostly protein with some carbohydrates and some fat. This is similar to the diet of wild cats and wolves. So as you can see, I'm using the words that Young wrote, but I'm still providing my own commentary. Lastly, the question for the author: when you read the entire article, it's always good to kind of reflect on it and see what else you might want to know. Okay. In the next video, I'll show you how to do the MLA citation.